You got Coney Island Pawn Shop, the Motor City raised me. Hope you hear me clear like you listening to Dre beats. Live at the liquor store, bottles of the Grey Geese.
So that the Yeezy, we sold it for $1,000. You know, and everybody, like, we were on CNN for that. You know, like CNN came out, you know, every local news station, and it was like, you know, people were like up in arms that, you know, it was like the headline was local sneaker shop sells up charges 400% for, you know, a shoe or whatever. But the thing is, business is built on supply and demand. So if we're supplied, you know, 20 pairs of shoe, and it's 100 kids outside waiting for a week. We was trying to, honestly, the reason we put the price at $1,000 is because we wanted people to leave from in front of the store. Like, that was the reason. And we were like, so when the first person got there, 8 days, like before we even knew if we were getting the shoe.
Okay.
And he was in order? No. Well, with stuff like that, it's called a quick strike.
Okay.
And what it is Nike and these other companies, they have ideas for shoes, and they make these shoes, but they let you know a week before. They send us an email a week before asking us if we want this product. However, whatever they say is take it or leave it. So they could say it's 100 shoes, and you have to take it, or you could either take it or not take it. They might say it's only 8 pair of shoes, take it or don't take it, and it is what it is. So we got the email. You know, we get an email, and we'll get the pictures and everything, and we'll say, you know, of course we want that shoe, because most of those shoes, those are the ones that get people there, and they're selling like that, like crazy. And so we got the email. You know, we got the first batch of Yeezys, so everybody thought we were getting the second batch. And you know, and it was just a thing where like we got the email, and it was like a dude was there, had been there for 3 days, 3 other people came, and then we told. By the time we kind of put the information out, it was like that Tuesday. It was probably, you know, 20 people there, and we were like, you know, it's they're $1,000. We're getting them, and they're $1,000, and everybody was like, and then we were like, and then everybody did like this. Hold on one second. Pulled out their phone. All right, I'm good. Check their account, make sure they had the money. Nobody left.
Love it.
You know, and we were like, and it's plus tax. You know what
Am I in the wrong business?
So, and that doesn't happen. That's a once in a lifetime thing.
It is,
Unless
but
the
you
next,
know what you gotta
that Red
call.
October comes out, we going.
Yeah, look, you gotta call it. See, you call the shots. It's basically like you said. It's called demand. What they call
supply
it?
and demand.
Supply and demand. And when you know the fire is hot, shoot, you better throw that steak on and get it.
Because a lot of what these, and another thing these kids do, they buy a shoe from us. Like say the shoe was supposed to cost it was suggested retail price was $225, I think. So they would buy it from us for $225 and then go sell it online for $1,500, $2,000.
Small.
So we just cut out the middleman.
I'm talking the eBays.
Yeah,
eBay sellers.
Cut the middleman right out, and we get.
Well, sure, get your money.
Yeah.
Look, say, hey, y'all do out there and do this.
And people were still selling them for $3,000, you know, $3,000, $35,000.
So it was a limited edition?
I think they made. I don't know exactly how many they made. I want to say, you know, it's probably 2,000, 2,500 for the country or something like that. And we got probably 20 to 30 pair each.
Yeah, shoot. Get that. I made that lick. That's a lick. What they call it? A quick lick.
Quick lick. Yeah.
That was a quick lick. That's good. Is he with Kanye West? He's still doing so. Yeah, he know what I noticed. He been trying to get in fashion.
Yeah, in the interview I saw on the BBC, he was like, he said he hasn't been interested in music in about 4 years.
You know, he do.
You know,
Jay-Z.
and I feel him. Like,
yeah,
you know, there's times I go through it and I'm like, man, is this really worth it? Like the fashion thing for me is guaranteed. You know what I mean? Like, it's no, oh man, he's a rapper. Like, you know, a lot of times rappers get that, oh man, everybody's rapping. Everybody.
That's why it ain't for everybody. That's the purpose of my show.
Yeah, so, you know, in the fashion game, it's different though. Like, you know, I'm kind of like solidified and certified in my industry on what I do. So, you know, anything that I'm doing other than that is taken away from time that I could be putting into that, which is even music. You know, and as much as I love music, you know, it's hardships that, you know.
But it's your passion.
Yeah, that's a passion. But you know, at some time, you know, you gotta realize that You know, is it really worth what it is? You know what I'm saying? And I'm getting older now. You know what I'm saying? And it's like,
you know what? We're gonna be standing in line for your demand. Huh?
Yeah, for sure.
That's
for
what
sure.
you gotta do. It. That's good. You know, it's a few of them. Who is it? It's very few artists, you know, that has that solid fan base. They come a lot saying like R. Kelly. R. Kelly drop an album every 4 to 5 years because he don't need to. And so when he do come out, it's such a classic thing for him, and he sells out everywhere. So I can see you being that artist. So you know, you doing your thing and say, you know what? Let me drop an album in your fans, and you keep it because you staying alive because you have your other ventures, and it's helping you. With avenues and keep solidifying your fan base, and you know when you drop your, I'm in line now.
Yeah, and I have a core fan base that people that support me through everything I do. You know what I mean? So honestly, I do it. A lot of the time when people ask me questions about like rapping and all that stuff, I'm like, it feels like sometimes I feel like being in a gang.
Yeah,
you know like I kind of at times I want to just be like I'm done with it, but then. It could
your
be,
passion, your heart ain't gonna let you.
Yeah, well, not even
really
that.
You're gonna still do it, and you're gonna have your moments, and you go in there and record.
Not for me. It's not like for me. Like I do it because I certain opportunities have presented themselves, and it's like something that I feel that as a man and as a person, people that enjoy what I do, I can't turn that down, and I do it for them. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So that's why, and to me it has the passion. I still have a passion for music and being and kind of doing what I do, but it's just like.
Part ways with them harsh days. Reminiscing when I used to play with quarters like an arcade. Kneeler meet the dealer. I ain't talking about a card game. And I don't write. I swear I heard the beating in the bars came.
What is the album you're working on now?
It's funny. I just came up with a title that I think I'm gonna call it. Since Saturday.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because if you'd asked me that question Saturday, I would have been like, I have no idea.
Yeah.
But I think I'm gonna call it For Life, spelled out IV, like the Roman numeral 4 in life. Because I'm from Pontiac, and it's my old hood is called Indian Village.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So it's just like the IV. It's like a double meaning. You know what I'm saying? It's like I'm kind of showing you how I grew up and where I grew up and the things that go on there.
So your music gonna express it.
Yeah, so that's what the IV is for. So the IV is for Indian Village. You know what I'm saying? So IV life, and then what it's for life. You know what I'm saying? Like this thing that everything that I'm doing, everything that I'm pushing out or giving to the world, like that's
it's
me
part of you
to the day I die, and that's gonna be what I am. You know what I'm saying? So. It's like, but I think that's gonna be it. I think I'm gonna call it For Life.
That's sweet. I see the number 218. That's the second store.
Yeah.
What? You decided to move it out of that area? No, you have one there.
It's right down the street.
Oh yeah, okay.
So what it is?
It's a different style of clothes.
Kind of. Well, originally Burn Rubber was sneakers, and then we had like all these other clothing lines.
Okay.
So we had like all the streetwear from 10 Deep to we had Crooks and Castles, Go, like all these different brands like Stussy, and we got a small store. It's like it's only like 800 square feet maybe. The whole store, like even the back room. And so what we did was we had the opportunity to open up another store with with some other partners, and our part of it was what we wanted to do was make Burn Rubber really a sneaker store and get the clothes out of there. So the only clothes that are going to be at Burn Rubber is Burn Rubber stuff, and what either I make or my business partner Rick makes.
Sweet.
And then all the other clothes, we took it down to the other store. So now Burn Rubber is the shoe store basically, and 218 is pretty much the clothing store.
Okay.
So
you have.
Yeah, so you come down to Burn Rubber, get your shoes, and then you walk down like a block.
Get a fit to match the shoes. Sure. Are you thinking about coming out with something unique yourself?
Like as far as
like for shoes or
Oh yeah. Actually, we're actually dropping a shoe on Friday.
Yeah.
Yeah, we got a shoe. Like when we do our shoes, we design shoes, and the company, like it's partner up with the company, whether it's New Balance or Reebok or Fila or whoever, and we submit the design to them, and then they produce the shoe for us. So the shoe, yeah, for sure. So the shoe that we did, every project that we do, we want to tell show the world a piece of Detroit, that a beautiful piece of Detroit, and why we love we love the city, or we love, and whether it's Detroit or just Michigan or the Midwest or whatever, but we like to tell a story, and everything that we do has to have some substance. So the project that we're doing, that's coming out this week, is with New Balance, and it's a shoe that's based around this. We want to tell the story of Michigan's boxing heritage. Because we're big boxing fans.
Sure. Oh, then, like, hey, we got the #1 boxer.
Ever, right?
Whew.
So, man, and then even going back, Thomas Hearns.
Yeah.
You got James Toney, you got Pinkley Thomas, Helmer Kenty, like Emmanuel Stewart. The list goes on. Oh, the shoe that we're doing is like it's an old urban legend that you can look more into the story, but basically it's an urban legend that Joe Louis, like his mother, wanted him to take violin lessons.
Yeah.
She didn't want him to box. So he had this violin, like she bought him this violin, and he was supposed to be going to violin classes, learning how to play the violin. And he would walk, every day he would walk past the boxing gym. So he would take the money that his mother was giving him for violin classes, take the violin out and put boxing gloves and stuff in, and then go to train and pay to train at this boxing gym. You know what I mean? So that's the story we were telling. So the shoe looks like an old boxing glove, like the same leather, like nice leather and all that stuff. And then like it's a limited amount of pair that are coming in a violin case.
Sweet.
So just so we're telling this story about the overall stories about Michigan, like Michigan's boxing heritage.
Yeah.
And then the point that we kind of picked out was like Joe Louis and what he represented to the city and really to the world at that time.
Sure did. He's a legend.
Lean off the ladder, only wanted if it's foreign. Hit the gas, wake your ass up, it's like a nigga snoring. I don't like these other rappers, cause to me they shit is boring. Man, I just hit a mill, you hit a mill when it's forming.
With all the experience and education you have in this hip-hop industry, the entertainment industry itself, with the merchandising, the clothing era, now you're in the shoe era, what advice that you can give these upcoming artists? Thank you.
My advice to anybody, if you are looking to start rapping, stop. Pick another career. Make it easier for me. No, but for real, like if for anybody that is in the arts, that you're an artist, whether you're designing T-shirts or you're painting, you're a graffiti artist, or you're whatever you're doing, music, fashion, like whatever you're doing, and you're being artistic about it. The thing that you have to do to separate yourself is be original. That's the only way to do it, because when you're not original, people pay for the original. Like you could look at Mona Lisa, the picture of the Mona Lisa that was painted is probably who knows, $100 million, whatever it might cost, right? But they sell the duplicates in corner stores around in the neighborhood for $5. People pay for the original, so you have to be original in everything you do, and you have to set your own lane, and that's tough, but it's really not, because you just got to be you.
Yeah, you can't.
Like that's what I think you asked me the other day, earlier, about who am I listening to, and I really don't listen to hip hop anymore. You know what I mean? I listen to I enjoy pop more than hip hop now. You know what I mean? And I enjoy other R&B and different artists, and I don't listen to hip hop for a reason. I listen to hip hop to stay current on what's going on, but I don't. I used to dive into.
You don't dissect it.
Yeah, like the last.
Let me try to beat him. The
last album that I it's ironic that I really listened to for more than one time or maybe twice through is Kendrick Lamar's album. And that was everything else. I'll get an album and listen to it and be like, that's dope.
Yeah,
now I'm in the studio.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? I go back and certain things make me want to make music, but I don't. It doesn't make me want to make music like them. It makes me want to make my own music. And that's the biggest thing. Be original. Be what you are. to the utmost extreme that your mind can think, and then don't stop.
Yeah,
And then you'll be good.
I'm like this. I'm about to ask you a question since we did the Kendrick Lamar. Now since we in the Papas, I love Pop. I'm a big fan. What's going on with Miley Cyrus, you think? What's your perspective on Miley Cyrus? I love her, and now I just fell out. She done did a Britney Spears. I was a big fan of Britney Spears. These kids, I think they training them too young, and they bringing out their wild side once they come of age.
I think that's a big part of it. Like I think that they're smarter than people think they are. She's not just twerking all over the world for no reason. You know what I'm saying? Like she has to be cashing in on this some type of way.
Yeah.
But I think that when you're raised in the spotlight, or you're raised on TV, and you're so locked down and constrained,
Introduced to life
you know what I mean? Like when you become, it's like if I wasn't a celebrity growing up, and if when I was 18, 19, 20 years old, if a camera was in my face, y'all be looking at me like I'm crazy. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But the thing is, you looked at her a certain way, and then now you seeing her being who she really is, which is nothing really wrong with it. She's
just being free spirit.
She's a kid that is experimenting with drugs, like all of us have.
Yeah.
Whether she's promiscuous or she just, being wild and free, all of us were at one point. Maybe some less than others, but for the most part, we all, at 19, 20 years old, we were all doing some stuff that we had no business doing, is what I'm trying to say. The only thing that's different is she was viewed in a certain way, and the entire time has been a camera right on her, like on her.
So they never knew the other side of
Yeah.
it. That's the question. You know what? I love Lady Gaga. That's the realest you can get. She came out crazy and staying crazy. She kept wearing the meat clothes, human meat.
Yeah.
She got a soul for. I said, man, she's a black person inside. And
sure.
just white on the out.
For
She's
sure.
a black person inside white. Yeah, that gives the thing with Lady Gaga. She just, hey.
Heard. And she's doing it to the extreme. Like, and whether being like,
She don't care if she be judged or not, but know what? She came out that way so people accept her.
You got to.
And I just think Miley Cyrus, she was raised on the stage with her country daddy. At 3 years old, he brought her on stage, and ever since then, she been in the spotlight. She been in the kids' movies. She been nowhere. She was shielded to real life. Yeah. And what a lot of people don't know, that's why I'm telling this. What a lot of people don't know is sometimes when you bring your kids up in this entertainment world, introduce them to real life, man.
Yeah.
Going off the trees, she off the Riesling. We off beat, but on point like a bee sting. The bling bling out, but stay tucked is the thing. And that's for them jack boys going off the thief's thing.
Like when you deal with, like white girls in the suburbs and dudes in the hood, and when you mix that, like when dudes get to those girls, they turn out. You know what I'm saying? And it's the same thing. You know what I'm saying? Like she comes from an industry, and now she's doing this hip hop thing, and these dudes are,
Vultures.
They doing, yeah, they sharp.
Yeah, she enjoying it.
And you know what I'm saying? But my thing is, I think with Britney Spears, she, mentally, the paparazzi and certain things that you're not really ready for can like that, it mess with you. Like, and the thing about paparazzi is like, Kanye West said it, and it brought some things into perspective. It's like, these people expect you to be a certain way all the time, which is nothing wrong with that. But at the same time, they hold you up to this level, or this thing that you may not even really want to be. And then when real life happens, they don't know how to really turn it off.
No.
And it's like, yeah, I am Kanye West, but I get off an airplane and get a call that my uncle died. You as a human being, you have to give me time to deal with that. And it's when I walk off a plane, I'm thinking about that.
Yeah.
And you ask me
I understand what he
you know what I'm saying? You asking me some dumbass question and realize where I'm from Chicago. I'm from the south side of Chicago. And I'll beat your ass.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So I feel that just being in the spotlight sometimes. And I'm not even at that level, but it's times that I'm out places and people are like, oh, Ro spit. and I'm humble enough and not, it's not too crazy. But I'm like, yo, I'm with my daughter, man. I'm not really trying to talk about hip hop.
Yeah.
It's playtime. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, she don't care about that. The best place to find me when if I'm not working, whether that's doing an interview or that, design or something, or in the studio. Even sometimes when I'm doing those things, I'm on Instagram, 100%. Our row_spit, and that's the same thing with Twitter.
Great.
And I'm basically, and then of course like BurnRubberDetroit.com, rowspit.com, and then YouTube. We got the reality show Detroit Rubber. So
Yeah, that's sweet.
the second season, we've been shooting for the second season. There's some major things in the works that I really can't go into.
That's another show.
That's a whole nother show.
Yeah.
And but it's like some things being thrown around and possibly about to happen. So
Great.
that's what's like. It's the season ended. The first season ended in like late February, early March, and we've been shooting since then. And the second season was supposed to be like towards the end of the summer. It was supposed to air, but some things kind of pushed it back, which will more than likely, by God's grace, will be better anyway. So.
New year, new beginnings. You always saw new ventures at the new year. I believe in it. I always believe in starting a new project every year.
Sure.
Add to my roster of success. Who is Rose Spit? I got to ask this question before we close it. Who is Rose Spit outside of entertainment?
Rose Spit is Roland Coit. And all I want to do, if I was a multi-millionaire, right? If I was, accomplish everything that I want to accomplish in life, well, as far as in business, I would say, and I didn't have any worries, all I want to do is laugh. That's all I want to do. If you're around me and you can't laugh with me, get away from me. And so when I turn off the cell phone, which rarely happens, or when I'm sitting at the crib playing Phase 10 with my friends, and I got all friends over, it's like all I want to do is laugh. What's the next joke? What are you saying? Say something about me so I can say something about you. That's it. And then when I'm with my with my wife, kids, I want to like just laugh. If I'm not laughing, I don't want any stresses. I don't want this to frown up. You know what I'm saying?
No.
I just want to smile. That's all I want to do.
Yeah, so that's Rose Spit behind it all. He's a family man, businessman, entrepreneur. I look at you as.
For sure.
The hip hop to me is an added incentive, something you want to do, and people are embracing it.
For sure.
So, I respect it. I salute you. I'm a fan.
Thank you.
Till I die.
Appreciate it.
So I will keep supporting you, keep pushing you, and I'm just happy I had this opportunity.
For sure.
To interview Rose Spit, man.
And the same for you, I'm gonna support you to the death. So
Thank you.
we gotta come up together,
Yeah, always. Never forget where you came from.
For sure.
Thank you.
Appreciate it.